This is the Dark Shadow of Light, and you are watching my Let's Play of Sonic Heroes. In the last episode, we finished Team Dark story, and in this episode, we begin the story of our final team, which is Team Sonic.
Let's blast through with Sonic speed!
Okay!
Alright!
Hey look! It's Sonic!
Yo, Tails! Long time no see!
Sonic, check this out!
Guess what, Sonic Heroes? I finally developed the ultimate weapon. In 3 days, I'll conquer the world. Think you can stop me?
Sounds like an invitation to party.
What are we gonna do, Sonic?
No worries. We've got this one. Ha! Think I'd miss this? Time to crack that Eggman wide open! Yeah, let's party!
And so begins Team Sonic's story. When I selected them to begin their story, Knuckles was supposed to say alright, but I guess there's just something wrong with my disc or something like that because he got cut off. So anyway, we begin Seaside Hill with the fastest of the 4 teams. Now Team Sonic's gameplay emphasizes high speed, getting through the stage quickly, more so than the other teams thus far.
And we start from that spot when you lose a life. Each checkpoint increases the leader's level too.
So there's Tails explaining something we don't need him to because we already know what he's talking about.
Not bad! Got it!
Now,
Leave it to me.
Team Sonic's videos are going to
Let's leave
be
this to Tails!
the second longest to Team Dark's because in addition to doing their stages, I'm going to be doing something else which I'm going to get into a bit right now, which involves this key here.
Get all of those Eggman robots.
Basically, those keys, there are 3 of which in each level, allow you to,
Let's leave it to
if you
Sonic.
finish the stage while holding one, enter a special stage. There are 2 types of special stages in this game which I will get into after we finish this stage. However, the rule with the keys is the same as the one with the rings. If you take damage while you have a key, you lose it.
Level up!
And that's why there are 3 in each level, I would think. That way, if you lose one, you still have 2 other opportunities to get to a special stage, which you need to do if you're going to 100% this game, as I'm doing.
Let's go.
Let's leave this to Tails!
So, how is everyone?
Here we go.
There's nothing really new on my end. I've been, going to school and things like that.
All right.
I know I've been gone for a while, again, but I just haven't gotten around to recording that much. But I'm going to try to fix that from now on, because between the uploading of the last episode and the recording of this one, I got another computer, a laptop more specifically, which should allow me to record more conveniently.
Alright!
So up here takes us to a bit of a bonus area, I suppose you could call it. Now, going through these dash rings with your fly formation character can pose a bit of an issue, like you just saw. But even though we have to go a bit of a longer way, we'll still finish this stage with excellent time.
Leave it safe. Here we go.
So I have 5 lives with Team Sonic now. As with the other teams, I will build up the amount of lives I have with this team over time. But in the end, it will turn out that the amount of lives we get with this team won't matter, and I'll explain why later when it becomes more relevant.
That's it!
All right. This is all Knuckles.
So I've realized that I really need to start recording more regularly like I used to,
Looks like we can
and
use
I'm
that
going to
stage
try to
now.
do that. I said that in the last episode too, but I guess this time I'm going to try to actually follow it. It's not like I didn't last time, but still. I really need to start recording and uploading more.
All right.
And in a few months I should be doing just that.
Got it. Here we go.
So we're approaching the end of the
Let's
stage
Sonic
with
take
this
care of
team.
this.
You want to be careful about using the homing attack when it does that, when your character circles around the enemies, because they could end up hitting the enemy's weapon side, which would damage them. So the end of the stage is upcoming, and I'm going to use the Team Blast for this team soon. So I'm going to show it to you guys right about now. The name of this Team Blast is Sonic Overdrive. Sonic is launched into the air by Tails and Knuckles, and he basically obliterates all the enemies. The special effect of the Team Blast is that while the gauge is running out, Sonic can do light speed attack if he happens to be launched into the air and the square button is pressed. But anyway, that concludes the first stage of the game for this team. It's not the end of this episode, not yet. So this is going to be the last time I let the points show like this. After this, I'm just going to skip it whenever it comes up, except for in well, I'll explain that later. 68,000 points, and we got an A.
That was tight.
'92 emblems, just 8 and more. 8 away from our new two-player battle mode. Two-player mode, or whatever you want to call it. So now we begin the first special stage of the game, which is a bonus challenge. In the bonus challenge, you are put into a special stage, an extra stage, a bonus stage, whatever you want to call it, and your objective is to get to the end where the goal ring is before the timer runs out. Because if the timer runs out, you automatically forfeit, as in the stage automatically ends, and the only way to re-enter it is to replay the stage in challenge or story mode, and to get a key and finish it. Now, as you see, the timer is extended when you pick up these power orbs, and building chains of power orbs will increase your score.
Got it. Got it.
Now, you see I could be using speed formation, but I'm holding off on that because in power formation you collect more orbs, even though in speed formation you go faster. Now, I just ran into that mine there, even though I didn't mean to, but this little balloon running segment of the extra stage is, for the first one, the only place you'll actually see mines, because they are otherwise not there. But as you saw, if you run into a mine, your team is slowed down and your power gauge decreases a bit. And as the amount of in your power gauge increases, your team's level will increase. If you have one segment filled, your team's level is 1, 2, your team's level is 3, 2, and 3, your team's level is 3. So it won't be too much longer until we finish the first bonus stage. Now, I said there are 2 types of bonus stages, and the next one is far more important than this one is.
Got it.
So I have good time and a good score. And the goal ring is just up ahead.
Here we go.
There it is.
Yes.
So, in the special stages, you are awarded points, as you've already seen, but the point system in the bonus stages is different from the normal stages. You're awarded points based on your score you accumulated, the time you took, the amount of gauge you had, the amount of gauge you had, and all that is put together for a total score. Now, for every 10,000 points you get, you are awarded 1 extra life, but you only get a maximum of 5 extra lives in a special stage, which is why I only got 5 even though I got 60,000 points. The next stage is Ocean Palace, the mission of which is to escape from the ancient ruins.
A sea palace.
Looks like Eggman's robots are here too.
I'm ready to take them out.
So the beginning structure is similar to Team Dark's. Along these 2 paths there are power core, 1 for your power and 1 for your speed character. I could have gone through that ring there, but I didn't.
This stone door.
So a few seconds were added to my time.
Eggman's robots.
I'll take care of them.
No, Knuckles will take care of them.
Too cool. Let's go up there.
So by using Knuckles you can gain quite a few levels in the beginning of the stage. And I missed that checkpoint, which isn't really surprising. But there's the first key for the second stage.
Counting on you.
Now I'm going to say that I don't know where each and every key in every stage is, but I do know where at least one is for each stage, which will allow me to access the bonus stage and do everything I need to do as far as advancing the story goes.
Yes. Here we go. Got it.
So you see here that Sonic can also do the triangle jump, which means Amy is the only of the speed characters that can't do the triangle jump.
We use triangle dive.
Why this is,
all around.
I don't exactly know. Maybe she isn't fast enough. As you see, Team Sonic and Team Dark also do, they both do triangle dive. Pretty much all of the moves for each team are the same. There is a bit of a name variation, but otherwise they're the same in that they do the same thing, only Omega and Team Dark's attacks are more like automated, whereas Team Sonic's attacks are manual.
This turtle is swimming with a block on his back.
It looks really heavy.
Well, at least he'll carry it and not us.
Yes, because if we had to carry it, that would slow our progress quite a bit, if we could even do it, and we don't have the time to spare
Do something about that robot, will you?
on carrying giant blocks, and I just lost my key. Fortunately, I know where another one of the stages is, so I will still be going to the special stage. Now, I was talking about Team Sonic and Team Dark's moves. Yeah, so they do all the same things pretty much, and both Sonic and Shadow can do the light dash, which is what it's called when the character runs along a dash of rings. Runs along a path of rings, excuse me.
When jumping, press the square button in power formation. Use Fire Dunk. I turn Sonic and Tails into fireballs to shoot at enemies.
So you see that power formation attack is called Fire Dunk for Team Sonic, but it's called Fire Launcher for Team Dark. That's the name variation I was talking about.
This is all Knuckles.
Upcoming is a little secret that I'm going to show. It's going to take from the time I could use to complete the stage, but I'm going to show it anyway. So what you do is you come up here, and there's a wide spring on each side, and there are 3 switches up here which unlock the cages, containing a 1-up and a total of 10 rings. And upcoming, up right there, is the second key I was talking about. So as long as I don't lose this one, I can still go to the special stage. Now for the final segment of the stage.
Whoa! What's with that giant rock?
It's coming this way.
Get out of the way! Here we go!
Now, something I should mention, it is possible for your game to glitch, sort of, at this part, where your character will, for whatever reason, get hit by the rocks and not run fast enough. I don't exactly know why this would happen, but it can, so you'll want to be careful.
Whoa! Yes!
Now, as I said, if I hadn't gone to that secret, I would have completed the stage faster, but no matter, I still finished the stage in less than 5 minutes, which is what I was aiming to do. And I still got an A rank.
That was tight!
So now that we finished the second stage of the zone, we are moved to the second type of special stage, which is an Emerald Challenge. In an Emerald Challenge, your objective is to catch a Chaos Emerald before it gets to the end. There are 7 Chaos Emeralds in this game, and each one is a different color. Now, I'm going to use a different method than in Emerald Challenges from what I use in bonus challenges. Basically, that means I'm going to get power cores with, power orbs with speed formation and use them to dash. For special stages, for Emerald Challenges, you're awarded points based on your score, the distance between the place the emerald was caught and the end of the stage, and the gauge you had. And all that is, again, combined to a total score. Now I'm going to explain more about special stages when we get to them. Now, here, again, is the first boss.
Stop your futile efforts. You just make fools of yourselves.
I think you got that backwards, Doc.
So this is the 4th and last time that we'll be fighting this boss.
Man, he's sure one stubborn scientist.
I'm not ready to give up just yet.
That's the spirit, Tails.
So I'm going to use the same strategy I always do. Switch to power formation and then wail on the Egg Hawk. Knuckles is probably the best power formation character for this boss because he can just continuously attack without being knocked away like Omega or having to regather his teammates like Vector or Big. So he can attack the quickest and the most frequently.
This isn't the end!
Yes, we know it isn't the end. We know we have a lot more to do. Anyway, that concludes this episode of Sonic Heroes. In the next episode, we will continue Team Sonic's story. This has been the Dark Shadow of Light, and I will see you all in time.
Ready for the junk pile.